Jack Shanahan against Linus Joensuu. Jack Shanahan has a problem at the start line. His power steering has failed in his car and he has no time to fix it. So this is a car that has power steering. It has now failed. Jack Shanahan said he will run without power steering, but we're not sure what's going to happen. He said he has lost power steering completely, looking like one of the strongest drivers on the grid in practice and qualifying. You can see him throw his hands up and now has no power steering and has done no run without power steering. And this is definitely blood in the water now for one of our Joensuu brothers in the Swedish brothers who will be chasing him in. Anything can happen next. Linus Joensuu chasing in Jack Shanahan. Jack Shanahan has to really manhandle his car from here on out. He has to try and get through this one with no power steering. And look at this, no issues so far as Linus Joensuu cannot catch Jack Shanahan. We talked about his pace in practice, Ian, and it looks like he's just about holding on here.
He certainly is just about holding on. And Conor Shanahan, not the cleanest run we've seen from him, but nevertheless, what a run from, Jack Shanahan. And look at this, you're just feeling out the power steering, just saying no chance. But David didn't look like he had too much of an issue there.
Well, I mean, if he can drive that well with something wrong with the car, what's he going to do when it starts? I mean, obviously, if they get through this battle, they can go and fix that car and get it working. But just before the start line, I was hearing a little bit of chatter from the marshals that Jack Shanahan was running around saying, my power steering's failed, my power steering's failed. And they had to get him in the car. He had to go. And, you know, that's the harsh nature of modern drifting. You've got to go when you need to go. And I said, from Joensuu's point of view, he had a great chance there, but he just couldn't get any proximity.
No, he certainly couldn't. And you know what? I think there was only one real area where it stood out, where it really predominantly showed, and that was as he come down into that decel zone, up onto the outside zone 6. You see him, he's like kind of trying to handbrake, shift the gear, and hold the car on lock all at the same time. And that car, you know, is battling him this weekend, Dave. Look at this inside the car. We'll take a good look at the onboard from Jack Shanahan. Absolutely flying. Just doesn't look like there's any issues whatsoever. Nice transition back, downshift. This is kind of where he had the little wobble, so I wonder what happens here from Shanahan. Handbraking, down a gear, just trying to make it work, and you can see him fighting with that car. Not an easy drive.
It's not easy at the best of times, this track, but to go out with one of your main components of the car not working. Yeah, you can see here just how much rubber has been laid down on the circuit and how grippy it's getting in the sunshine here in Riga, Latvia. And look how scary. This is what these guys are seeing coming into this last section. That is absolutely frightening. That big concrete wall as they finish up the run. The crowd then, you get that cheer at the end and almost a gasp of relief that you survived a pass of the Riga circuit. But now we switch them around and Linus Joensuu is in the lead position, not doing a whole lot in the chase position. He is, though, gaining experience with every run, and Linus now needs to get out in front and start pushing this car onto that lead position and getting a good lead run in. Jack Shanahan in the chase position now as they throw into that first corner. Look at Linus Joensuu and Jack Shanahan right with him.
Yeah, he certainly is right with him in the cloud of smoke, because Shanahan almost makes contact with the back of Linus. Oh, he's got big understeers. He's going to get into the wall, and there's almost contact as he crosses in front of Shanahan. And I think everybody here in Latvia just held onto their seat for a quick moment then.
What happened there? Was it an over-rotation? Was there contact?
Linus Joensuu grabbed hold of a whole ton of understeer as he come through. And it looked like he was going to go straight through the tyre wall. If we take a look back at the replay, watch this on the transition.
Is there contact here?
Watch the understeer. He comes through.
Oh, when he
no contact. Look at the car. Just catches understeer. The wheel's facing the wrong way. Understeers massively. Shanahan starts to slow down, and then he just crosses in front of him. Wow.
That is. Yeah.
I mean, no power steering. I mean, it's tough enough, but when your opponents are trying to wreck your car as well, you know, that's not an easy weekend in the office.
No, I don't think there is any easy weekends for any of these.
Look at the understeer. Look how much understeer he got a hold of right then.
That is frightening, and to be fair to Joensuu, he does an incredible job of holding this and not going into the tyre bales because I mean, it's out of control.
Yeah, Shanahan's looking at him saying, buddy, your wheels are not facing the right way right now.
This is not how it works.
I am scared for both of us. He gets up on the curb naturally, you know, the car washed towards the curb.
Yeah, he's on full steering angle here, Joensuu, trying to hold it, but he just, you know, look at these images. What's even happening right now?
Look at Shanahan, completely locked up on the rear wheels there. As he says, I don't want to hit you. I don't want any more work for my team to have to do, let alone fixing the power steering right now.
You can see people in the crowd with their hands on their head, like, oh no. Well, we got to get